Hello, welcome to the weather update. It's Christmas Eve, and hopefully all you are having a good Christmas Eve, and I wish all of you a Merry Christmas. And, of course, looking at some Christmas lights tonight. It's kind of a chilly but overcast evening. Plenty of clouds today. We never broke through the clouds, unfortunately. Let's show you the Modus satellite, and you'll see what we were dealing with today. We were just socked in with these clouds all day long. We never got a break of sun. It was mostly cloudy all day long. And if you were in southern Jersey, you might have had some sun, but also some cirrus mixed in. So we never really got any clear skies today, unfortunately, as a result of all those clouds hanging around. So let's take a close look at our current conditions outside and look at the weekend at least. So temperatures are in the mid-30s. Dew points have come up a little bit. Definitely got that damp chill in the air. We all know that means precipitation is on the way. So generally mid-30s, a little closer to 40 down toward Ocean County, and a little closer to 30 north of the city. And there's some winter weather advisory because they may be getting some light mixed precipitation before the rain comes in tonight. Let's take a look at our highs and lows. We'll start with the lows. And 28 degrees for a low at West Hampton, and 28 at Islip. So pretty much around 28, a little warmer in the city. Let's go look at the high temperatures for the day. And our highs were in the upper 30s. So it's a lot colder than we expected. We thought it was going to be in the upper 40s. But I think, well, look at how much warmer it was in Toms River. So look at this. So you see it was 50 in Toms River today. And this kind of shows you what was going on today. And I think this was part of the reason why we had the clouds. That warm front, there was let's see if we can get this right here. There was a warm front. You could clearly see it right here. It was kind of parked. Let me change the color here. A warm front kind of parked right about over here. So that's why it kind of got stationary right over here. So if you were in Jersey, look at how warm it was. Mid-50s in Atlantic County. So they had a very warm day, and we were very cool. And that's all because we were this warm front kind of got stuck over here, and it wasn't able to move through completely. And kind of got stuck, kind of hung up right over there. That's kind of interesting to see. And I think if we could look at the Ventus sky, that would kind of visualize it too. So let's go to this afternoon, 2 o'clock. Kind of see what we're talking about here. And you can see the much warmer air over Jersey and the cooler air over Long Island here. And this clearly shows where there was, again, that warm front right about over here. And kind of literally just north of Toms River, it kind of got hung up. And luckily we were in the cool air, but that also meant we were in the clouds too. So that's why it was a little cooler than we thought it was going to be today. So let's take a look at the models. And let's first look at the satellite here. First of all, you can see the clouds streaming in ahead of the low pressure system. That's going to bring us a miserable, depressing, rainy Christmas. The worst kind of weather you can have on Christmas is rain. Absolute worst. I'll take any other kind of weather. As far as I'd rather take snow or any kind of wintry precipitation, but rain is the worst. But there's not really a whole lot of rain here showing up on the radar, so that's kind of interesting because this seems like kind of a moisture-starved system here, and we were expecting a rainy day tomorrow, so maybe it won't be a rainy day. Well, let's look at the models. Let's see what we got. All right, so obviously this high pressure, long gone. This is the low. Whatever the reason is, it has it developing as it moves east. And as it moves east, it's going to develop, and we're going to have this precipitation fill in and bring us a rainy Christmas. And then it moves away, and then we have a brief day with maybe some sunshine on Sunday, and maybe we can manage to stay dry on Monday. But then here comes the next system, and we're stuck in that horrible flow for next week that I don't even want to look at right now. All right. So let's. So I'm just going to focus on the weekend right now. So let's look at the HRRR here. 0ZHRRR. You'll see what I mean. So it kind of just fills right in like this. It's interesting how it just fills in. I'm guessing it's picking up enough moisture from the ocean, or at least the models are thinking that it will fill in. We'll have to see if this indeed verifies. But you'll notice the pink up in Connecticut. There could be a little bit of light icing there, and that could make things a little treacherous. and that's why there's a winter weather advisory. But for us here on Long Island, we're going to be dealing with rain, light to maybe occasionally moderate rain throughout much of the day tomorrow, Christmas, and it's going to linger. Probably this has it lingering to around 3 or 4 o'clock, and then maybe it'll end by then. We'll have to see if that happens. And then after there might be another piece of rain that comes through around midnight, and then we finally start drying out by Sunday. But yeah, this is pretty miserable here, and this is again with the warm front. So this warm front is going to eventually make it through tomorrow, especially if you're in Jersey. Again, maybe it might have a little trouble on Long Island. Again, it might, and we may only be in the 40s tomorrow, mid 40s. But if you're in the southern half of Jersey, you're probably going to be 50 or better tomorrow. And then we have a cool air mass. It's not by any means cold for Sunday. We're going to have highs in the mid 40s after that. So it's not going to be that cold after the storm departs. Showing you the wind flow with the dew points here. And again, you see we have that southerly flow developing, and then it becomes westerly and southwesterly throughout the day. And a westerly wind tends to dry the atmosphere out, so we'll have to see if that rain ends or not. And then the wind shift to the north and northwest for your Sunday, and that'll bring in the drier air. Though it won't be super dry. Dew points will be in the 30s, which really isn't that dry, actually. So we'll have to see. We'll still be dealing with some clouds with that. We want the drier air, because if there's some moisture around, that could form some clouds. We'll have to look at some of the models with that as well. So let's go back to the precipitation forecast. This doesn't give us a total. We'll look at the total accumulated precip for this event, and you'll see it's actually backed off now. We may only get a quarter to a half an inch of rain, so it really won't be a soaker of a day tomorrow, but it's just going to be a rainy, drizzly, kind of miserable day. And then maybe it'll dry out in the afternoon with that west wind. But right now, I'm not going to really count on it too much. Total snowfall. The only areas that are going to get snow are northern interior New England, and that's pretty much it. So let's look at some of the other models here with this. Looking at the NAM 3 as well. And we have the 0Z NAM 3 out. So let's take a look at this. So you can see, again, there's that rain that's going to break out. Of course, the NAM is pretty much looking like the HRRR at this point. Very similar. But it might end by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then maybe that's just a scattered shower after that. So I'll have to see what happens with that. If I want to look at the NAM sky forecast, then I have to move this back to the 18Z run if I want to look at Sunday. So let's go ahead and look at that. So obviously we're socked in the clouds tomorrow. We may see some of it clear out tomorrow night. And here's Sunday. It looks like, especially toward the afternoon, we may have some sunshine. We'll have to see if we can actually get that. Go to the RGM is our next model for that. RGM, and again, I'm worried about that low-level moisture and stratocumulus perhaps, but it looks like it's less of a problem toward the afternoon, so we'll have to see what happens. And maybe we'll get some sunshine, because after that, we're going to be stuck in the clouds for a while. There's Monday, and then I don't even want to look. I'm not going to look. How about that? So there you go. I'm not going to look. So we'll have to see what happens for tomorrow with the rain. But right now, it's looking like we're going to have. Let's take a look and see what the. I usually use the RGM for the precipitation, but let's look at this as well. So here we go. Here is. So the RGM has it. It seems like the steadiest precipitation is going to be in the first half of the day, and then the second half of the day is going to be more of a scattered thing. But still, a miserable Christmas. Miserable Christmas. Fitting for a miserable year. So thanks for watching. Take care.